Hello and welcome to this Let's Play of Praetorians. This is a Pyro Studios game published by eidos in 2003. So yeah, let's start off with the campaign. And Tutorial 1. The year is 59 BC. Julius Caesar has formed an alliance with Marcus Crassus, the richest man in Rome, and Pompey the Great, Rome's most renowned general. Together their goal is to control not just Rome, but the entire Roman Empire. This mission acts as your first tutorial. Your goal is to guide a group of raw recruits as they head towards Caesar's new legions being formed in northern Italy. So here is the tutorial. Okay, first things first, it's just a normal strategy game where left click is movement, selecting, right click is movement. First we have the auxiliary infantry. They're the most standard infantry, not very good at fighting at all, but they can construct buildings. It doesn't let you do it in the tutorial, but they can construct buildings, and they can throw pilum. Then we have the spearmen. They're very good. For example, you can do this to block up entrance and exits, and if you use them in par with archers, you can pretty much block up any entrance and exit. However, they cannot go for forests, but I'll go for that probably in the second tutorial. Then we have the archers. They can also go stationary, which will increase their range. They also have standard formation. Oh, and the spearmen have protect, which will keep them in cover from archer fire, but they won't move as fast. Alright, now to select all my men, and then you can assign it to a group, which shows up in the top left hand corner. You can have up to 9 groups, which will be very handy if you just want to have like a striking force one way and a striking force another way along the map. And then, yeah, just wants me to, and then with the spacebar you can cycle through the troops. Alright.
We are ready.
Now it's about movement. If you double right click or use culture, you can run, which can help a lot in certain areas. And then you can also change the way you're facing. I'm not sure whether this just gives you a line of sight bonus. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think so.
Your orders?
And then travel over to the other side. So I'll just wait for them to go. School's cancelled. So I thought I'll do this. Such a productive use of my time. So yeah. Oh, before anyone complains, this is the highest resolution I can get the game to run on. And now they've started to walk. Yes, sometimes you do have to manage your stamina, because throwing pilum uses stamina.
Ave, Roman friends. My name is Agrado of Talagata, and I've been sent to be your guide. But beware, for there are Gallic bandits in the area, and I fear they may have already barred our way.
There is some voice acting in this game with the characters, but for the actual story it is not. So, there is a mission screen, but it also is the same button that stops and starts recording. So I can't really show you that. There are 2 types of scouts in this game. There is the Hawk Scout and the Wolf Scout. The Hawk Scout's good because you can scout out larger areas with your Hawk. And the guy can do it as well, but the Hawk can do it without actually dying. Whilst the Wolf can search out forests, which the bird cannot. But the bird can go over the top of like mountainous areas, for example. And can only be if the animal gets hit, it will just return back to the scout, and the bird can only get hit by archers. And I'm just going to recall that. So my plan of action is to get my auxiliary infantry. And put them here. And now I'm going to stick my archers down there, and then get my
Your orders?
units of spearmen and get them to block
Yes, sir.
us. The idea is that I'm going to pincer this unit. Oh, also I want to assign him to number 2 for easy access.
We are ready.
So this is one of the main games I used to play when I was younger. I got it for
We are on the
Christmas
way.
from my brother.
Your orders?
Right. Now, if you notice, they're out of range of them, which to be honest is a bit stupid because that's not very far, but it might be, it's hard to tell.
General?
Alright, I'm going to put them in stationary formation, because they'll take less damage but deal more.
General?
I think they deal more, but they take less damage, definitely. Oh. Right,
Immediately.
if I go on to stationary, they are now in range, meaning
General?
that they are forced to attack someone, and they'll attack my spearmen.
Yes, General. Attack!
So I'm going to run in my auxiliary infantry, although they're more likely to die before my auxiliary infantry get there, which they have. So I'm going to
Following
get
your
back
orders.
into stationary formation, as well as
Following
the
your
archers.
orders.
Now it's just telling me up here about joining groups together.
Yes, General.
So it's just these spearmen to make a larger group. So
We are
if you need to like split a group and pincer, you can do that with just one group. It can be helpful, and you can also join 2 depleted groups together as well, making it easier in a way. This button will cycle through your groups, and this button will cycle through any characters. If you notice this is a character, or I think also Praetorians, but I'll tell you about that later. Okay,
General,
let's continue moving through this forest.
we are on the way. General,
Right, so
immediately.
if you noticed, even when you're standing next to it, you don't... Right. Okay, that looks like some archers. Alright, I cannot use my spearmen because they cannot travel in a forest. So I'm going to have to use my auxiliary infantry
Yes, sir.
and get them to run very fast in there.
Yes, General.
I'll probably
Immediately.
first it in stationary, hopefully they'll be in range.
Attack!
Yes, and those can support my auxiliary infantry.
Unable to comply.
I will probably take some losses because auxiliary infantry aren't actually very good in combat. Although archers aren't either.
Yes, General.
Oh, I didn't take any losses, that's good. And then there is one more unit hiding up there. Although you don't know what
Yes,
unit
sir.
it is. So the idea is,
orders?
this is where you learn about the Hawk, but I remembered.
Yes, General.
Even though I haven't played in ages, I did remember about the scouts. Okay, this unit is a unit of regular infantry like the last one. So I'm going to
Your orders? Following your
put you
orders.
back onto standard, and I'm going to
We are on the way.
station them
Yes, sir.
here. Now, currently I cannot see up there. So I'm going to move,
We are ready.
and then I'm going
We
to
are on the
put
way.
my spearmen here in case I
Yes,
get
sir.
flanked in stationary formation. And you into
Yes,
stationary formation to increase their range. And then
Following
put you
your
into
orders.
stationary. And then
Yes, General.
charge him up there. Actually don't need to charge because it's only against some regular infantry.
Yes, sir. For the Emperor.
And now they can throw the pilum. Not many, mind you, but enough. And the archers are in range, meaning they're
General?
mainly dead before they got to me.
Yes, General.
Right, I'm
We are
going
ready.
to station these archers on this
Following
hill,
your orders.
as I noticed that, yeah, there was some men here. I could probably...
We are on the way.
You get an increased line of sight when on a hill, like you'd expect. Sorry about that, perhaps just
Yes,
pause.
sir.
Like you would,
Immediately.
how was I? You get an increased line of sight as you'd expect on a hill. Yeah, Fraps isn't a huge fan of this game. They're all infantry, but there is a unit of bowmen.
Immediately. Yes, sir. We are on the way.
Oh, really? I'm going to pause the recording here. Okay, sorry, I was just going to start a re-recording. Oh, they're all dead, and they're charged right into the front of the... And they're almost dead as well. So, the idea is you've got to use the terrain and the stationary, for example, to your advantage. It wants me to hit F9.
Yes,
oh well, I don't have to. I just have to
Your
get him
orders?
to the end of the thing. There you go.
Immediately.
They can't actually sprint, but they use their stamina when sending out the animal.
Your orders?
You don't actually need to get you here, but
Complete.
there you go. And that is the end of the first mission. So I took no losses. This was 10 minutes, and it shows you how much. You can obviously train units. You can obviously train units and capture villages. Right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you.